Men really need to understand that prostate cancer is a major health issue.
We're not bulletproof. Even the great die, and you should get yourself along and do something straight away.
Prostate cancer has no symptoms in its early stage.
This is something I never look forward to, but it has to be done. Time for my annual prostate cancer checkup.
Dr. Mack.
G'day, Mike.
How are you?
Good boy, come on in.
Thank you,
nice to see you.
It might be uncomfortable.
Good eye. Okay.
Table?
Yeah, pop yourself there, Mike. It's on your side.
But this quick test could save my life.
Good boy. Yep.
3,000 men will die in the next year from prostate cancer.
Pardon the vulgarity here, but the old thing used to be having the finger up the bum, and therefore if there was an inflated prostate, there might have been a problem. That I don't think doctors would say, urologists wouldn't say, that's foolproof. So you need more than that.
At present, men are advised to have an examination and a special blood test known as a PSA every year once they hit 50. Now, prostate cancer experts want to drop the age for testing to 40. They believe it could save thousands of Australian men's lives.
More than 18,000 Australian men are attacked by prostate cancer every year. Now, to give you an idea of what that means and the magnitude, it is almost that entire stand. But then, when you add who else is affected by this silent killer, family, friends, workmates, it's many, many more times than that.
He was a very loving man, kind man, always there to help people. If anybody ever wanted anything, he was the first one to put his hand up, yeah.
It's widely believed prostate cancer affects only elderly men. Not true.
I was 16, Andrew was 19 when we first met. We were together for 9 years, and then we decided to get married, and we had our 2 beautiful girls.
Janelle Delaney's husband, Andrew, was just 41 when he died from it in January last year.
Andrew came home from work in the beginning of February 2006, and he had pain in his left hip, and it got worse, and he kept going to work saying it'll be okay, I'll be all right.
How are your feet?
But he wasn't all right.
Are you going to have a sleep now?
Andrew didn't know it, but he had only 14 months to live. At just 40, no one, including his doctors, thought it possible he could have prostate cancer.
I'm very angry. I believe he would still be here today if we had have known more about prostate cancer and didn't think that it was an old man's disease.
While younger men like Andrew Delaney are less likely to get this cancer, they're more likely to die prematurely from it. And the older men get, especially if there's a family history of the disease, the greater the risk.
I've called the press conference to indicate that I have been diagnosed with prostate cancer.
Broadcaster Alan Jones missed 1 checkup by 6 months. But that was enough time for the cancer to take hold. His surgeon, Phillip Stricker, broke the bad news.
Professor Stricker rang and he said, can you talk? And when he said that, I knew that he had something to say, so I said, well, no, I can't, but you can. And I said, and I know what you're going to say. And he said, yes, well, perhaps I need to see you. And that's when I found out that I had a problem with my PSA, and then they told me I had prostate cancer, and away you went.
There were a few people who had you virtually dead and buried.
Yes, they did. Some people did rise from the dead. I didn't do that.
His prostate was removed in July last year.
I think if you want a strong body, you've got to have a strong mind. You need a strong mentality that says, look, well, OK, this is a bit of a hurdle along the way, but I've cleared a few in the past and I'll clear these now. I think you need that sort of, and women are strong like that. And men have got to be stronger. Stop being sooks.